Back at it, part 14 and 15 of My Hero Academia. I know it's been a while. I've had my streaming service go down. I had some health things going on, but we're back at it. And I can't wait to get back into these episodes and let you all know how the greatest ending is upon us. How season 7 has got to come to an end to put My Hero Academia at the top of Mount Rushmore. We're going to try to keep it spoiler free, but after the largest impact in My Hero to date at the end of episode 13, we kind of stumble into 14 with a little bit of filler. Now, you all know how I feel about filler. You know how I feel about it in regards to My Hero Academia, but them boys had a little bit to catch us up on. Again, what they're doing is tying up all the loose ends before the battle that we're all waiting for. We get to see Spinner. Now, Spinner is a true bad person. However, he does not have a bad heart. And what I mean by that is he really wants to be accepted by the My Villain Academia community. He does have legit followers when he comes from a legit bad background. But he really isn't that important to the cause. Because you gotta remember, One For All is out for himself. And once he gets somebody as loyal as Spinner, he is going to be able to take advantage of them, manipulate them, and use them. And that's exactly what he does. He knows that with that background, he has all these followers, and he's going to use Spinner's voice to lead the revolution to break out Yuri. Now, we understand that he's not that enticing. He's not that strong. He does got a couple cool blades, but it's nothing to bat an eye at. So One For All blesses him with a super glow up. This man turns him into a baby Godzilla, and it is crazy. The power, the strength, the size, the animosity, the tenacity that he gets. But it's all a gag. One For All has pretty much manipulated his mind, and he is using Spinner as a vessel. Spinner isn't thinking clearly, and that's his whole thing. Every time someone asks him a question, he has an answer. If they ask him what they're doing for the cause, he has a reason. But when he's a mindless vessel in One For All's army, it is terrifying. He is running around the streets, foggy brained, and he does not know what he is doing. He does not have a purpose, and it's really hard for his followers to get behind him whenever he's being used as a vessel for One For All. Like I said, it's not really necessary for us to know all of that, but it's kind of cool to see that One For All is doing whatever it takes to get into Tomura. He plants to see inside of Spinner's head that, listen, you need to break out Yuri, and if you do not, Tomura will fail and everybody will die. The heroes will win, and that is the last thing that he wants them to do. On the flip side, with the heroes, we get to learn about Octopie's background. He is a very genuine guy, and you got to remember the entire time, Shoji always is wearing a mask. Well, he rips off the mask whenever he's fighting against Spinner in the last front before they break L-Boy out of the hospital, and we get to see that he is full of scars. It is very, very emotional. We got to understand, not everybody born with this quirk or this type of mutation is cool. Not everybody's like Midoriya or Bakugo or Icy Hot. Some of them have true deformities. And Octopi, he's one of those guys. You got to understand, he has this mask because of his insecurities. He knows that he is not one of the chosen ones. He's essentially a side character. Again, it's full of filler, and you have him and you have Koda. You learn a little bit about their background and how they're embarrassed about themselves. But the cool thing about the Octopi quirk is the reason he got all those scars after he removes his mask is because he was saving a girl. He is a background character, but this is kind of sentimental, and I understand it for some filler, but if you're going to have filler, you need to have it like this. He has had the best side character story so far, in my opinion, but you learn about his arms, and it's very, very touching on the heart. Now, as all that's going on, the whole purpose of the background to this episode is to get Kurogiri. You have to remember, he is the second in command to the My Villain League. He is the one who's been locked up. He is the one who is the voice guy's friend. Spinner versus Octopus guy, all this stuff is leading up to them getting to the hospital where Kurogiri is hidden. We don't want him in the free zone. In regards to keeping the spoiler free, Octopus guy and Spinner have a battle, something happens, but the one thing, as Spinner's being a vessel, is told by One For All, is to get this sound recording to Kurogiri. He will only respond to Shigaraki or All for One's voice. So something happens, something goes on, and a last-ditch effort, they get the remote control to Kurogiri, and he is awakened. We gotta remember, he is super OP. He can time travel. He is the one who is control of the Nobus. This man is the second in command to All for One. He is the League of Villains and a very key part, and this is perfect leading up to the final battle. Reimagined. And then as we step into episode 15, we have a crazy turn. So Kurogiri has been released, and all the main hitters are about to get back together. Like I've said in episodes 14, episodes 10, and 11, the build up to this battle is going to be biblical and has to pay off. It is for My Hero Academia's legacy. My Villain Academia carried it, and they are showing their whole hand again. As I said, the number 2 in charge for One for All is running around, and he is bringing everybody back. He is bringing Toga. He is bringing Dabi. He is bringing the Nobus, and everybody is getting together, and they are going to go and save Shigaraki. You have to remember, he's being held by 3 people in the coffin of death, the sky coffin. And with Kurogiri's transportation skills, you know exactly what is about to happen next. As a little recap, he was about to murk Lemillion and the rest of the guys, and then our good boy Deku comes through with the most international strike, his kick and his little bitty punch, and hits him right in the mouth. He's frozen right now, but time is a ticking, and now all of the heavy hitters are coming out to play. We also get to learn how deep One for All's plan is. This man is the epitome of evil. He is the final boss of all final bosses. You get a third-person perspective, a straight background. Some would even call it like a memory of how he put all of this together. How he knows Spinner is a follower and how he is weak and all he wants is notoriety. He shows that, and he shows how he's using him as a vessel to release Kurogiri. He shows Dabi's ultimate hate for his brother and his dad. He planted that so everybody was fighting each other. We thought whenever they got split up that was for the good guys. That was for My Hero Academia. That was for Class 1A. No. One for All knew what was going to happen, and he set them all up. He knew Toga loved twins so much, copycat double, that whenever she ingested his blood that she would become him and he would have the infinite dead army. He knew all of this going in, and the way that he is pulling this off right now in episode 15 is crazy. I know I've been a hard critic because I really enjoyed this anime. This is one of the first animes I got back on. I've been riding with this anime for 7 years, and finally to see all this unfold is beautiful. With the gang back in town and seeing this third-person perspective of One for All just sitting in the back, letting you know how smart he is, it is kind of romanticized. They show him in his backup form, which is a human form. They see a slight glow, and it is almost godlike. His deep voice, how calm, cool, and collective is the entire time is daunting. This man knows what he is going to do, and there's nothing that's going to stop him. One of the best characters in anime, and he has shown you why he is the number 1 bad guy. I'm really looking forward to the rest of these episodes. There's not too many left. We may get 10 at best, and this is going to be a series that we're going to look back and saying we needed to enjoy it while it was around. Of course, we got the S tier ones to battle it. We have Attack on Titan. We have Jujutsu Kaisen. We have Solo Leveling. We have Classroom of the Elite. We have all these other animes, and they're really good because, like I've said before, all these animes are giving you immediate action. That's what we need. We have been just shown greatness out the jump, and we don't really have a slow burn anymore. Well, this is the last of a dying breed, and if they're going to go out, they have to go out perfect. So with these remaining episodes, they have to do it right. But that is the review. That is episode 14 and 15 of My Hero Academia. We're over 200 subs. Much appreciated. It feels so good to be back. I can't wait to keep dropping these series episodes after episodes. You know what to do. Comment below. Tell me what you think about the last 2 episodes of 14 and 15 of My Hero Academia. I will see you guys on the next one. Also, be looking out for my bodybuilding transformation. It's a little slide, little hit. I've been doing some other things on the side, so always appreciate the support, and I'll see y'all on the next one. We out.